This is not just another electric SUV. Volvo just brought back the cross-country badge, but this time, it's fully electric. The Volvo EX30 cross-country is here, and it might just be the most surprising off-road EV yet. But is it actually as rugged as they claim? Or is this just another city crossover in disguise? In today's video, we're diving deep into this brand new adventure-ready EV. We're talking performance, real-world usability, and most importantly, whether this thing can actually handle the great outdoors. We'll compare it to rivals, break down its biggest strengths, and of course uncover any potential deal breakers. And stick around until the end, because I've got one big surprise about this car that might just change the way you think about electric SUVs forever. Why viewers should stay. You might think an electric SUV this small has no business going off-road. But what if I told you this little beast packs 422 horsepower and can hit 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds? And that's just the beginning. Let's find out what this thing is really made of. Before we dive into the details, let's talk about why this car is such a big deal. Introduction to the Volvo EX30 Cross Country. This is the Volvo EX30 Cross Country, the rugged version of Volvo's smallest and most affordable electric SUV. But don't let its size fool you. This thing is built for adventure. Volvo is bringing back the legendary cross-country badge, which has been reserved for their toughest, go-anywhere models. The question is, can an all-electric SUV really live up to that legacy? A quick look at the cross-country legacy. For those unfamiliar, Volvo's cross-country lineup has always been about adventure-ready vehicles. Think of the XC70 or V90 cross-country. Tougher suspension, all-wheel drive, extra ground clearance, and a design made for rough terrain. Now Volvo is applying that same formula to the EX30, blending rugged capability with an eco-friendly, all-electric platform. How the EX30 cross-country stands out. So what makes this different from the standard EX30? Volvo didn't just slap on some plastic cladding and call it a day. We're talking about increased ground clearance for better off-road performance, beefier tires designed for mixed terrain protective skid plates to handle rougher roads, signature cross-country styling that gives it a more aggressive, adventure-ready look. Why this release matters. Right now, the timing of this launch is no accident. The car industry is shifting towards electrification, but one big challenge remains: making EVs that are actually fun and capable beyond city streets. Most small electric SUVs are great for urban driving. But what about road trips? What about adventure? Volvo is betting big that the EX30 Cross Country can fill that gap. And with more people looking for sustainable adventure vehicles, this might just be the perfect blend of rugged and responsible. Competitor comparison. How does it stack up? Of course, Volvo isn't the only brand trying to make an electric adventure SUV. The Ford Mustang Mach-E Rally, Subaru Solterra, and even Tesla's Model Y have similar ambitions. But Volvo is doing something different, focusing on a smaller, more affordable package while still keeping that rugged cross-country DNA. Now that we know what makes the EX30 cross-country special, it's time to put it under the microscope. Let's start with the design. And trust me, Volvo didn't hold back. Core features and analysis. Deliver an engaging breakdown of the Volvo EX30 Cross Country's key features, focusing on real-world benefits, comparisons, and surprises. All right, now let's get into what really matters. The features that make this Volvo EX30 Cross Country stand out. And trust me, there are a few surprises here. 1. Small SUV, big capability. You might be thinking, it's a small electric SUV. Can it really handle adventure? Well, Volvo seems to think so. Battery and range. 49 to 64 kilowatt-hour battery options. Practical for both urban and adventure driving. Estimated range. We're looking at around 275 miles, EPA, on the long-range model, enough for a weekend getaway. Fast charging. Supports up to 153 kilowatt DC fast charging, meaning you can go from 10% to 80% in about 26 minutes. Perfect for quick pit stops on the road. Motor options and power output. Single motor RWD, 268 horsepower for efficiency. Dual motor AWD, 422 horsepower. Wait, 422 horsepower in a compact SUV? That's more than some sports cars. That means this little beast can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds. For an adventure-ready SUV, that's wild. Unexpected insight. Fun fact. This makes the X30 Cross Country the fastest cross-country model Volvo has ever made. 2. Rugged design, built for more than city streets ground clearance and off-road readiness. Compared to the standard X30, this version has a raised suspension and a tougher stance. More ground clearance means better off-road capability. All-terrain tires. Most EVs come with efficiency-focused tires. Volvo threw that out the window and gave the cross-country proper all-terrain tires, making it actually usable on dirt, gravel, and snow. Protective cladding and skid plates. Unlike some soft rotors that just look tough, the X30 Cross Country actually has underbody protection to handle rough terrain. Comparison to competitors. Compared to the Tesla Model Y or Ford Mustang Mach-E Rally, Volvo's approach is more subtle but just as capable, without the oversized price tag. 3. Interior and practicality. Adventure meets Scandinavian simplicity, minimalist, sustainable cabin. Volvo kept it clean and functional with plenty of recycled materials. Sustainability is a big part of this car's identity. Heated seats, panoramic roof, and durable upholstery. Perfect for both comfort and rugged use. Infotainment and tech. Google-powered infotainment, built-in Google Maps, Assistant, and Play Store. Minimalist dashboard with a single touchscreen. Love it or hate it, Volvo is going all in on screen-based controls. 360-degree camera and off-road driving modes, super useful when navigating tricky terrain. Cargo space and storage solutions. For a compact SUV, it's surprisingly practical. Plenty of smart storage solutions, foldable seats, and a usable trunk. 4. Unexpected feature. One-pedal off-road driving. Here's something I didn't expect. Volvo's one-pedal driving mode isn't just for city efficiency. It actually makes off-roading easier. How it works. Instead of switching between brake and accelerator, the car automatically slows down when you lift off the throttle, which gives more control on tricky terrain. It's like a built-in hill descent control, but for any situation. Why, it's a game changer. Most EVs have this feature for city driving, but Volvo's tuned it so well that it actually helps when going down steep trails or navigating rocky paths. Closing thought and transition. So, what do we have here? A small electric SUV with real off-road capability, crazy fast acceleration, and a rugged yet minimalist design. But the big question is, does it all come together in the real world? Let's talk about who this car is really for. Deliver the biggest revelation, shift perspectives, and provide an emotionally charged verdict. The dramatic build-up. All right, we've covered the features, the design, and the performance. But this is where things get really interesting. Because there's one big question we need to answer. Is the Volvo EX30 Cross Country actually a serious off-road EV or just a rugged-looking city SUV? 1. The moment of truth, taking it off the pavement. To really test this, we had to take it beyond the showroom and onto real-world terrain. And honestly, I was ready to be disappointed. Expectations versus reality. A small electric SUV with all-terrain ambitions? I figured it would struggle the moment we hit anything more challenging than a gravel road. But then, a surprise. The moment I hit the dirt trail and switched it into off-road mode, I felt the difference. The all-terrain tires gripped like crazy, and the raised suspension soaked up bumps better than I expected. Unexpected insight. What really surprised me? The instant torque from the dual motors made climbing steep inclines feel effortless. No hesitation, no struggling, just pure power. 2. Is it really an off-roader? Now let's be real. This isn't a Jeep Wrangler. It's not built for rock crawling or deep water fording, but for what it is. It's shockingly capable. What it can handle. Gravel, dirt roads, snow, and light trails, no problem. Steep inclines? The instant torque makes it easy. Bad weather conditions? Volvo's AWD system is one of the best what it can't do. If you're planning on hardcore overlanding, this might not be your best bet. No locking differentials, no extreme approach angles. But for 90% of weekend adventurers, it's more than enough. 3. The biggest shock. EVs can be fun off-road. Here's what nobody tells you about electric off-roaders. The way they deliver power actually makes them better in some situations. No lag, instant power. No waiting for a transmission to shift, no delay, just pure torque at your command. One-pedal driving helps control. Surprisingly, the regenerative braking acts like a downhill assist, making descents smoother than I expected. Super quiet, even on trails. It's weird at first, not hearing an engine rumble, but it actually makes nature drives even better. 4. The verdict. Is it a game changer? So after all that, what's the final takeaway? Is the Volvo EX30 Cross Country worth it? If you're looking for a hardcore off-roader, look elsewhere. But if you want an adventure-ready EV that balances city practicality with real weekend capability, this is one of the best options out there. Compared to the competition, the Ford Mustang Mach-E Rally is more aggressive, but it's bigger and more expensive. The Subaru Solterra has a WD, but it doesn't have the power or efficiency. Tesla's Model Y? Not even close in terms of ruggedness. Final thought. This is Volvo proving that electric cars can still be adventurous, and honestly, they might be onto something. Setting up the conclusion. But now I want to hear from you. Does the X30 Cross Country live up to the hype? Or is it just another crossover with a rugged look? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And before we wrap this up, there's one final thing that could make or break this car for buyers. Let's talk price, availability, and whether it's really worth your money. What we learned about the X30 Cross Country. All right, let's bring it all together. We've put the Volvo X30 Cross Country to the test, and here's what we found. What makes it stand out? It's a small, fully electric SUV with real adventure capability, something we don't see often. The raised suspension, all-terrain tires, and skid plates actually make a difference off-road. The dual-motor version is shockingly powerful, 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds. What holds it back? It's not a hardcore off-roader. If you need serious rock-crawling abilities, you'll need something else. One-pedal driving off-road is cool, but some might prefer traditional controls. Interior is minimalist, great for some, but might not be for everyone. Who should buy it, and who shouldn't? So, is the Volvo X30 Cross Country the right adventure EV for you? Let's break it down. Buy it if you want an electric SUV that can handle more than just city streets. You love Volvo's safety, tech, and Scandinavian design, but need something rugged. You want a fun, quick, and capable EV for weekend adventures without breaking the bank. Skip it if you need extreme off-road capabilities. Think Jeep Wrangler, Rivian R1S. You prefer a more traditional, button-heavy interior layout. You need a bigger SUV for family-sized adventures. Final verdict, is it worth it? At the end of the day, the Volvo X30 Cross Country isn't trying to be a hardcore off-roader. It's built for the modern explorer. It's an EV that can handle daily life and still take you on unexpected adventures. For a compact electric SUV, this is one of the most unique options out there. It proves that you don't need a massive battery or a six-figure price tag to have an adventure-ready EV. So, if you're looking for a stylish, sustainable, and surprisingly capable electric SUV, this might just be the one. Call to action. What's next? But now, I want to hear from you. Does the X30 Cross Country live up to the hype? Would you take this on an adventure? Or do you think it's just a marketing gimmick? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Engagement boosters. And if you found this review helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps us out. Subscribe if you haven't already, because next week, we're testing an EV that might just outdo this one in the adventure department. You won't want to miss it. And if you're considering buying the EX30 Cross Country, check out the links in the description for more details, leaving viewers excited for more. All right, that's it for today's review. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay adventurous, stay curious, and I'll see you soon.